I am Jennifer Gallardo, and I serve as a Vice President for Amarillo National Bank. I will have served for 30 years this next March of 2023, and I am also the Northeast Branch Manager. Well, I was originally born in Clovis, New Mexico, about a hop, skip, and a jump away from here. And as a young girl, I always like to say that I got to Texas as soon as I could. I love New Mexico. I love the mountains. I love to go vacation there, spend weekends, but Texas is my state. So I've been in Amarillo ever since, I want to say maybe the young age of 8 or 9 years old, perhaps. And so I've been here ever since. Lots of nonprofit work that I've done. The Downtown Women's Center, United Way, Amarillo and Canyon, leadership of Amarillo and Canyon, Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I currently serve as Vice President for Los Barrios de Amarillo. I served for a time on the Executive Committee for Pray the City. I'm also currently serving on the local government corps, LGC, local government corps for the city of Amarillo. And it's an amazing group of people. I'm kind of new to the board, less than a year. And so for the company, I have about 15 employees that work in this branch. And so I have a dynamic team, an amazing team. Because we're over here on this side of town at Northeast 24th and Grand, we have ballpark, maybe 30 plus different language dialects, lots of refugees, obviously Latinos, Mexicanos that we serve. And so I try really hard to be intentional about occupying or hiring bilingual staff, mostly Spanish speaking. I have had along the years other dialects that worked for me in languages, but right now I definitely have several that are Spanish speaking. The highest percentage of the clientele we serve here are Spanish speaking only. And then of course it makes up all the other countries and language dialects. So I feel like this is a special place. I feel like we're a little bit of a diamond in the rough out here. We get to serve all different types of social, economic status, different people in all kinds of walks of life. And to me, it's an honor. I think it's important to celebrate this month because not only do you spotlight, awesome people like Cesar Chavez or, different Latinos that have done things along the way, or successful people, even in our own backyard, right? Even in Amarillo, Texas, different Latino leaders. We were just at an event last week where they honored the Reverend Jacinto Alderete, who was such a cornerstone and leader for the Wesley Community Center. And I'm a product of that too. After school, we'd go and play volleyball at the Wesley. It was a safe, free after-school program where we could go be with our friends. We were not in the street. And so I think that when we get to spotlight people like that, or other people in our community, I think it's important to kind of just see the successes and what Latinos have done and what we're still doing. One of the things that I was talking to about someone recently is I feel like once a friend, always a friend. Like we're going to come over and go, hey, if you need something, necesitas algo, te ayudo, let me help you, I feel like we are really hard on ourselves. I know that we come from a lineage of like migrant workers, and sometimes we may not have the most financial, monetary levels or education. And so I think that in this day and age, a lot of us are learning that we can break the cycles of poverty, that we can, create a new environment for others that are coming up behind us, and believe you really can do that. I'll try to say this without tears filling up my eyes, but dreams really do come true. That sounds cliche, but it's true. It is so true. As a young girl, I always dreamed about working in an amazing tall building in Amarillo, Texas. Remember coming from Clovis, it was a small town. This was my Big Apple. This was my big commercial city. And so when we'd come through and I'd see these tall buildings, I was like, wow, it'd be so awesome to work at a place like that. And just, in your mind beginning to dream. And so I really am getting to fulfill those dreams. And I give God all the glory. As a Christian lady, as a godly lady, I always know He's been with me since a young girl to this point. And so I always want to ensure that I convey that, faith, food, family. That's what Latinos are about.